Hello and welcome back to the Looking Stylish YouTube channel. It feels so good at last to be able to say that after a couple of weeks away on holiday. And now that I've come back, the weather has definitely turned. It is a beautiful sunny day out there today, but it is starting to look autumnal. So I'm now thinking about my autumn capsule wardrobe, as well as creating the Looking Stylish capsule wardrobe for you to buy. So today I wanted to talk you through some of the pieces that I've added to my wardrobe and how I'm going to be updating it for the new season. Okay, so let's get started. Now, the first thing that I always do when I'm thinking about a capsule wardrobe is think about colours that I want to include. Now this season I'm really excited because one of my favourite neutral colours is chocolate brown, and at long last, after several winter seasons without seeing very much of it at all, it's definitely back. So I will be adding some chocolate into my autumn wardrobe. I've got an old pair of boots that I want to update. I'd like to add perhaps a pair of trousers in a chocolate brown and a lovely cosy cashmere jumper. So I will be hunting out those pieces. But in the meantime, another combination that I really like in the winter season is navy and a kind of burgundy or berry colour. And again, you tend to find quite a lot of both of these in the autumn winter season. And so when I first put my radar out there and I was thinking about my wardrobe and how I wanted to update it, I was thinking about those berry colours mixed with navy. And so the first thing that I spied was a pair of wide leg crop trousers, and I really like this shape. For me, this works really well with the flat front and a zip on the side and without a waistband, because it works really well if you've got curves. So I spotted these in Whistles and I ordered them, and I have to say they're beautiful. They fit really nicely. I'm really pleased with them. And I know that I have quite a few pieces in my wardrobe that they will go with, and I will show you some of those in a second. The second item that I've added to my wardrobe, not particularly exciting, they're a basic for me, and they are these trousers from LK Bennett. Forgot where they were from for a second. Yeah, so these are the trousers from LK Bennett. They have an elasticated waist. They're in quite a thick fabric and they've got a lot of stretch to them. So they're not really leggings because they're more of a straight leg, but they're the kind of thing that because of their thickness you can dress up or dress down. So I can make these look smart with a jacket and a nice blouse, or alternatively I could just put them with a cosy knit and tuck them into a pair of boots. So I have had very similar from LK Bennett in the past. They've done the waistband slightly differently this season. I already have still some that I bought previous seasons in black and in a khaki green, and so the navy was a really good addition for me, and I know that I will get a lot of wear out of these during the autumn winter season and into the beginning of spring when it's not very warm as well. And then the third thing that I've bought is this little top from Boden, and you can see it picks up on the navy and it's actually red, but from a distance, because it's got a pink background, it does have that berry-like feel to it. And it's a double layer on the front. It's kind of got a see-through chiffon fabric on the front, and then it's jersey underneath, and then on the back of it again it's jersey. So this is one that's going to be really comfortable to wear. It's kind of a between smart and casual, so I will probably wear it for both depending on what else I put on with it, and that obviously I will wear with the new trousers and also with the navy ones. And so this one, because it's a throw in the machine, it's going to be really easy to look after. The other thing that I liked about this was that it does have this soft pink in it. I don't have a lot of pink in my wardrobe, but I do really like it with this deep berry colour. And so I wanted to sort of bring a little bit of this pink in, and I might even consider later on buying a jumper in the pink. So with that pink in it, it also means that I can add in this bag that I bought right back in the spring just before I went to Dallas. And I also have a pair of pink loafers. So that combination with the navy trousers and pink loafers is going to work really well as well. So those are the three new pieces which I've bought in the combination of berry, pink and navy. And then I pulled out a couple of pieces from last year's capsule wardrobe just to show you how I'm going to fit them in with what I've already got. So this blouse I bought, this will be the third autumn that I've had this. I have worn this to death. It is a silk one from LK Bennett, so it was one of their more premium buys, but because I have worn it so much, I've got really good cost per wear from it. And it's the kind of thing that you can wear out long and loose, or you can tuck it in as well. And again, every season they do similar things. I have noticed that this season they've done a couple again in the silk, and they have done a couple of blouses in polyester which have made them about £100 cheaper than the silk ones. So if you don't want to stretch to the silk, which now they have got really expensive, they've gone over the £200 mark, then you could go for one of the polyester ones. And there is actually a really nice red print that I've been eyeing as well. So anyway, this goes in with the pieces that I've bought new this season. And then I wanted to throw in another neutral with this as well, and it's one that I started to build up a little bit last year, and the chocolates and the browns and the caramel colours and camel are really big this season, so combinations of those colours you're going to see a lot of. So towards the end of last season in the sale, I bought this beautiful, they call it a shawl, but it's not actually. It's like a cardigan, but it's sleeveless. It's really cosy. It sits over everything really nicely. And so I will bring that in with the navy and again, possibly that little top. And I would also wear it over that with a top in the same colour as the trousers. So that's one piece that I've pulled from last year. And then also these trousers. Now you may remember that I did a blog post about these earlier in the year, probably about April, May time. I will link it below about, you know, these are the trousers that you must have in your wardrobe. They're Marks and Spencer's, they're machine washable, they've got stretch in them. They're incredibly comfortable. They do something similar most years, so I will look at what they've got and I'll add any links to something similar below. But again, you can see that that then comes in with the navies and the burgundy, and also with the cardigan that I've just shown you. And then a couple of other pieces that kind of keep bringing in those colours. An old favourite is this See by Chloe blouse, which I will use to really dress up those trousers. Another old favourite, which is a cashmere jumper from Whistles that I bought, I think it was the year before last. So these investment pieces, although they do cost a lot, I will wear them continuously year after year until they get to the point where they need replacing. So it is worth perhaps every year adding one or two investment pieces into your wardrobe so that you can bring them out again in the years to come. These are something which I think these must be about 4 years old. They are the Pure Collection velvet jeans. Again, they do them every winter in a range of colours. They always sell out really quickly just because they fit beautifully, they're so comfortable to wear, and they're washable as well. So I will link those below as well. I think they've done this berry colour again, and they've also done some really nice kind of autumnal, like a russety colour, I think. And then one more piece which kind of brings in those colours again, this knit from Me&M, which is a lovely, it's very soft but it is quite chunky. Because it's soft, it works well on a curvy body. And a necklace which I bought again, I think it was last year, which again picks up on those colours and starts to bring the whole of the capsule together. And finally, another one that was fairly new, you might remember I bought these culottes from LK Bennett for my daughter's graduation, and I will definitely wear these into the autumn on more dressy occasions, and again at Christmas as well. They look lovely with perhaps a red blouse at Christmas, but they are beautiful. They weren't ridiculously expensive because they're not silk, they are polyester, but they've got this double layer, and as you walk they really float. So love those, and will definitely be bringing those into this little collection as well. So just with those pieces, I've got quite a lot of outfits. I will put some of them together and put some pictures at the end so that you can see what they look like. But then I've also got accessories which I've had in my wardrobe for a little while now. There's a pair of snake shoes which are going to work in really well with that collection. There's this pair of boots which I got in Marks and Spencer's last year, and again navy suede boots, you can definitely find those this season. I'll find a pair and link them for you as well. And then these I bought almost at the end of spring, so it got too warm to wear them too much, but I will definitely bring these back in and wear them this season as well. And these are just a really cheapy pair from Marks and Spencer's. They're not leather, but they look pretty good, and again they're going to work in well with that collection. And then this season as well, I have added to my accessories. I've bought a pair of these new shaped court shoes. They're in a croc effect, and these again were from Whistles. They've got a nice little heel, so they're really comfortable to wear. And they will just really update some of the pieces that I've already got because they are that new shape. Then for other accessories, things like scarves, I have my Liberty scarf, which again I think is probably about 3 years old now. My husband bought it for me for one of my Christmas presents a couple of years ago, and that obviously will work in really well with this collection. And also this one again from Capsule Accessories, which I will add to my collection because this again brings in that little bit of pink that I want to add to my wardrobe just to soften it a little bit this season. And then I've also got some little cheapy earrings. These are from Marks and Spencer's, and these are from Accessorize. So both of those I'll bring in and wear with these pieces as well. And then finally for handbags, a navy handbag, which again is from Capsule Accessories, which is going to work for the more casual days. I've mentioned the little pink bag, which is great for kind of running around when you just want a crossbody bag, but also could be used as an evening bag. And then it's also a great opportunity to get out my beautiful Aspinall bag. This one I've had for 2 years now, and I managed to get this with a 30% discount, so it made it a little less cringe-worthy, but it's a beautiful bag, and it is one that I will definitely use for years and years to come. So again, it might be that this season you invest in some cashmere, perhaps you invest in a silk blouse and perhaps you invest in a new handbag, but go for something where you know you're going to be wearing those colours in the future as well. So I know that I'll always have these sort of burgundy berry colours in my wardrobe during the winter months. So it really makes it worthwhile for me to splurge on like the Whistles cashmere jumper that I bought previously, the handbag, and of course the neutrals like Camel Never Ever Date, and they look great with other neutrals and with other accents as well. So that's a little bit of an update on my autumn capsule wardrobe. I will be adding a few more pieces as the seasons go through. I've got another colourway that I want to work on, which I'll talk to you about another time. But that's just to give you an idea of a couple of pieces that I've put into my autumn wardrobe that are going to update it. The new shaped shoe, the wide leg cropped trouser, so they're kind of new trend pieces, but again they're not really things that are going to date. I'm sure I will be wearing them next year as well. Anything that is really high fashion, I would probably tend to buy it in a less expensive version, and a great example of that is this boot that I bought from Marks and Spencer's last year. They weren't ridiculously expensive. I did actually wear them quite a lot, and I am going to wear them again this year, but had I not, it wouldn't have been a disaster because, as I say, they weren't too expensive. So I hope that was useful for you. I will put some pictures at the end to show you some of the pieces on that I've bought. I'll also link to the bits and pieces that I've got here that are new, and I'll try and find you some alternative for the pieces that I've had for a while. If you have any questions about creating an autumn capsule wardrobe, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you. The Looking Stylish seasonal capsule wardrobe, which I mentioned earlier, should be out by the end of next week. So I will be emailing obviously when that's released, and you can start using that to plan your autumn capsule wardrobe. So I hope that was helpful. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Leave any comments in the description box. It's always useful to know what you think about the videos. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do hit the subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.